what happens in the background, of running a really great community? Like, do you have, SOPs for particular things, how you handle something? Do you use some kind of automations, AI agents to make the entire work easier? Like how the background behind the curtain machine looks like?
Yeah, so specifically for the community, I would say like when I first joined, it was a lot of figuring stuff out from scratch. Like Dave had a way of doing things, and a lot of those things needed to be innovated on. So that was step one, was like, how do we just make a lot of stuff better, and how do we create processes around things? And I would say like we don't really have like from a tool perspective, we use things like Zapier to help build an automation into our community. But we don't really have like anything crazy sophisticated on the back end. I think right now, today, just to leak it a bit, we are investing more there. We're investing more in like playbook documentation and making sure that we're getting the right help to run our playbooks on repeat in the background. So I would say more of that is coming to the forefront. But yeah, like the operations in the background, I think is just a matter of the playbooks were figured out, and now they just run rinse and repeat by our team. So yeah, that's the background playbook pretty much.
And what kind of playbooks do you have?
Like for what specifically?
Well, for ops, for growth, for like engaging with the community members as well.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So let's take the first one. Engaging with the community. A playbook that we have that works really well is we have what's called a contributor program inside of Exit 5. So when you join the community, you're asked to fill out a form of like what your strong suits are. And then every day, someone from our team goes through the content in the community and tags an individual who's smart of a certain topic in that post. So if you want to learn more about, or you had an SEO specific question in the community, we're going to tag someone related to SEO. So we have this big spreadsheet of all our members and what they are smart about, and we use that to tag people. So that's an example of something we have in the background that works really, really
Is
well.
that only, sorry for interrupting, is that only based on like the answers that new members give, or also based on your observations inside the community on who like engages with what, where provides value and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's both. So at the easiest level, it's what people self-report where they're smart. The other part of it is what I observe, whether it's in the community, it could be on LinkedIn, it could be people that I know that are in our community that talk about something on LinkedIn every day, and I'm going to go tag them. And then the other part of it is referencing older content in the community. So let's say there was a question about Pardot in our community, for example, and I can't find a Pardot expert in our database or anywhere. What I'm going to go do is I'm going to go search the word Pardot in our community, and I'm going to find people who have mentioned, that they've worked with Pardot in the past, and then I might tag them in the post and be like, hey, could you give your 2 cents on this piece of content? Yeah. So that's an example of, one for engagement. I would say from a content perspective, we have leaned a lot on ChatGPT, specifically custom GPTs, to template some of the stuff that, we know works well. We're lucky in the sense where, Dave has a lot of great writing he's done over the years, and overall, like, just we have a lot of good content out there, so we're able to templatize a lot of it. So, for example, all of our podcast episodes eventually become a topic in our newsletter.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is done through ChatGPT. I mean, there's a human element to it also, but what we could do is we could take transcripts, we could plug it into ChatGPT, we could extract a lot of the main stuff out of there, and then give it to a writer that we have on our contractor bench. They write out the newsletter, our team proofreads it, and then we push it out the door. So that's an example of like a content process that is working really well for us right now.